back to my channel. So I'm going to talk about a few different Love After Lockup updates in this video. And first, this isn't really an update. This is just my thoughts. I never got a chance to share this part in a video this past week. But in this last episode, Sarah said she's concerned because she hasn't heard from her baby daddy since we saw him like last season, and she thinks that he's on drugs. So she gets in the car and she's literally on top of the steering wheel, but hey, I drive the same way. Short people struggle right there. But she's driving and she's holding a drug test, and she says she's gonna make Anthony take a drug test. And some people on Reddit in different Facebook groups notice that that is a marijuana test. And if you look even closer to when she's holding it and turn the screen upside down, you can see it says marijuana. And I'm like, okay, well, if you think he's using drugs, then why are we just testing for marijuana? That doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. And I almost just feel like this is just, you know, they're just trying to come up with a scene and have her go meet Anthony. Did anyone else notice when she went and showed up to meet Anthony and he never showed up at the coffee shop? She pulls up her phone and she starts texting Anthony, and it's a completely empty thread. And it's like, well, if you think you've been talking to him before, there would at least be some prior text messages. Now let's talk about Lindsay and Blaine. So Lindsay posted a clip for tonight's episode on her Instagram where she goes to meet up with Miley's grandmother, and she's sitting there showing her home security footage from Blaine talking to Miley, and he's complaining to Miley about his relationship with Lindsay, and he's not saying very good things. He's like, I love you, but if she says one more effing thing, I'm gonna effing leave her. It was extremely inappropriate. These are grown adult conversations that he should not be having with a 13-year-old, especially when this is his future stepdaughter. And after Lindsay posted that clip on her Instagram, someone says, how about you treat the man right and he won't be out here doing that? And Lindsay responded, she said, he's not out here doing that. He's in my house. He ain't helping pay bills on doing that. And then someone said, damn, I thought he was out here handling business. And Lindsay said, he's working part-time. I'm working full-time and going to college full-time, and then coming home to all the cooking and cleaning. I stress I need help, but I feel like it's not being heard, and he quit couples counseling. I mean, I would be mad too if he's not working that much and he's not pulling his weight around the house. They broke up months ago, but they've spent time together recently. That she posted that they went on this date night last week, and then they went live and they were both riding on his dirt bike together, and then he came and showed up and brought her some monsters. So I'm not sure if they're trying to work on their relationship or if they're already back together. But you know, now that this season's getting close to ending, it's about time to start filming again. So I mean, of course you need to have a boyfriend for another season. And so now I want to talk about Chance and his girlfriend Alyssa. So I kept trying to look into her criminal history, and I thought she was from Illinois because that's where she was staying before she moved to Missouri to be with Chance. So I kept trying to run and see if she had charges from that state, but apparently she's from Ohio. So once I put Ohio in, a few different charges popped up, including a charge from back in 2019 where she was arrested for a probation violation and for DV, for putting her paws on someone and causing injury to them. So Chance better watch out. And then I found some other charges. I'm not sure what these are just by the numbers. And she's also been arrested for possession. I was told by somebody who knows her that apparently she got this Suboxone shot that can last up to a year sometime this year, and that's what she uses to stay off her drug of choice, which is heroin. And then I asked you guys the other day in one of my videos if you guys want to hear about what a few sources told me about Alyssa who actually knew her personally. And someone was telling me, look, she's a compulsive liar. She slept with my boyfriend's mom's ex and all kinds of tea. So this is what she had to say. She said she's had sex with my boyfriend's mom's ex-boyfriend. She tried having sex with my boyfriend's younger brother. And doesn't that sound familiar? Because remember her ex-fiance Charles? He revealed that while she was with him and engaged to him, she ended up leaving him for his own son. Then she went running back to Charles. He ended up taking her back. And here's this girl explaining that she did the same thing, well, something similar with another family. That is crazy. You can't trust this girl around anybody, it sounds like. And she said she tried having sex with my boyfriend's younger brother. I mean, pure hoe is in her blood. She used to say my boyfriend would burn her and he would never do such a thing. He's such a sweet man. And she said my boyfriend would put a needle in her arm while she was asleep. That's false. She would always try to start shit, and she loves drama and attention. And you know, a lot of the things she's saying is similar things that she has said about Charles, her ex, since she left him, which I have a hard time believing those things, because if you're so scared of him, then why did you run back and hang out in his bed for a few days naked when Chance went to jail last time if you were really concerned? It just seems like she likes to put the blame on other people so she doesn't have to take accountability for the things she does. Now I'm going to read parts of a conversation from an anonymous source that sent me a conversation they had with Alyssa, and they're pretty close with Alyssa, and they've known Alyssa for a while now. And apparently, when she was talking to Alyssa revealed that she was over at Taylor's house hanging out. And she's like, why are you over there? I thought you guys didn't get along. And she said that Taylor and her actually are pretty close and that she's a really good person. And she said, look, I'm not going to be petty because they have a son together. So at least they're all able to have like this co-parenting relationship, and they're able to have a healthy relationship, because how Taylor was portraying it online at one point, it seemed like the exact opposite. Like when Taylor said that she sent the video that Alyssa had posted on social media of her and Chance doing it in the bedroom, she said she sent the video to Alyssa's mom. So I guess they're able to get past that and be mature for the children. And apparently Alyssa was also asked about her ex Charles, and they had worked together at this mosquito place, and she worked at the office and dealt with the phone calls and the front desk, and he was the one who went out and did the house calls. And before he left for his first job for the day, she ran out of the office and she gave him a kiss and gave him a hug and said, I love you, baby, have a good day. And he said he went off to his call, and when he came back, there was a goodbye letter and a few other things she left behind. And she just up and left without saying anything at all. So she also said, yes, I up and left him when I went to work at Mosquito Joe's. My boss saw me crying when I came in because he threatened me. He made us come in late. And once I got into work and he left, they knew something was wrong. This is her when she was with Charles for those few days before Chance got out of jail. And it doesn't look like she's being held against her will or anything like that. And she also said she was asked if she was on drugs because she thought that she had lost a lot of weight since she last seen her. And she's like, no, I'm not on drugs. I'm off my medication. And she claims that Charles refuses to give her medication, and it's her medication she needs to gain weight. This is what she said. She said, when I first got with him, it was good the first year, and then Charles switched up on me. His wife went through the same thing I went through, and that's what I found out. But when I spoke with Charles and he told me Alyssa just up and left and took the car and left like a note with, I think, like the keys to the house and a few other things, he said that he didn't see it coming at all. And she said she was crying her eyes out, and her boss got her a roommate, and she ended up moving in with her roommate, which that is all cap, because she moved right in with Chance as soon as she left and went straight beeline for Missouri. And then she says, I had been bawling my eyes out, and I had a situation when Chance went back to jail where I had to call Charles, and other ish happened on top of that, and Charles ended up taking advantage of me with stuff, and there's a charge pending, so I can't talk about it. And Chance came into my work, and then I met him, which we already know that's all cap, because they tried saying that they met at Walmart, but I learned from Charles that she did not start working at Walmart until after she had already moved in with Chance at the abandoned house. Then she went and got that job. Then in these messages, Alyssa was warned about Chance. She was asked, have you seen him on the show? You better be careful because of how he treated Taylor. And she said, it was all fake for TV. They asked me to film and me and Taylor to get along for the kids. And she says that I tried to straighten Chance up. But yeah, there's little to no truth in it. So she really believes that everything off the show is fake. And I will say, from a blogger point of view, I feel like Chance and Taylor's whole season was fake leading up to when they finally did have that explosive fight. I feel like the whole Bobo stuff was fake, the limousine date, all that was just producer driven. And it's funny because as soon as they leave, that's when the real drama happens. Instead of all these producer-directed storylines that are all 100% constructed, it seems like. And I really think she believes, though, like Chance acting out, Chance texting that town ho guy that Taylor exposed him for texting. I think Chance really has this girl believing that that was all for the show. And I 100% believe that Chance was texting other dudes. And I'm sure he was texting other women. And there's a lot more on top of that. That's just what Taylor found for that time being. The fact Chance was texting her and talking to her while he was still with Taylor should tell this girl everything she needs to know about Chance. And he's going to do that to Taylor, this girl he had been with and had been down for him while he was in prison, and this girl who had just had his child. If he's going to do it to her, then he'll do it to anybody. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.